Chris Yandex, C1 review covering Las Vegas and the world. We're only a few weeks away from the World Cup beginning June 11th through July 19th. North America, of course, Canada, the United States, and Mexico. Here in the United States, there will be games in Atlanta, Georgia, Kansas City, and of course, Santa Clara, among other sites. But of course, here in Las Vegas, there are going to be some venues that are going to show every minute and every kick and every goal. There'll be other resorts and other locations and other restaurants and locations that will show some of the games. And we're going to tell you a couple of the places that will have World Cup mania going on here in Las Vegas. It's going to be a big tournament. I'm really excited about it. Let's just begin. First off, Cabo Wabo Cantina at Planet Hollywood. They're going to have audio featured on their patio, bringing the action to the outdoors along the Las Vegas Strip. For some of the opening games, the United States' first game, and the opening match of Mexico versus South Africa. Cabo Wabo Cantina at the Planet Hollywood Resort and Casino will be one of the places where you can watch every second of every game. Now, the next one is for locals in Las Vegas, and you don't have to be a local either, because it's a fun place in a fun area west of the Las Vegas Strip. Arizona Charlie's Decatur, the Coverall Lounge, they are going to show every game from June 11th through July 19th. Arizona Charlie's Decatur. What's fun about that is that there's a really interesting set of antique and collectible stores that are adjacent to Arizona Charlie's Decatur. So if you're interested in all kinds of different collectibles and antique shopping besides soccer, that could be a spot for you to go over to. It's not on the Strip also, so whether you're a local, whether you're not, if you want to go to a cool area while you're in town, you like collecting things as well, or you like cool things in your house to give it a really cool feel, going over to the Coverall Lounge at Arizona Charlie's Decatur might be your best bet. Now, here's one that has nothing to do with watching soccer, but does involve soccer fans in general. We said this a couple of days ago. The Las Vegas Review Fantasy at the Luxor Hotel and Casino, the female review, which runs every night at the Luxor, from June 11th through July 19th. If you wear an international team soccer jersey, you will get a complimentary gift after the show at their gift shop counter at the Luxor at the Fantasy Show. So you go to Fantasy, the female review at the Luxor Hotel and Casino, free gift after the show at the merchandise counter. Wear your team soccer jersey. Another place that's going to have every second and every goal and every kick and every penalty shot will be the Westgate Sportsbook at the Westgate Las Vegas Resort and Casino. Of course, the Westgate is just east of the Las Vegas Strip, one of the biggest sportsbook areas in town. They're going to have drink and food specials for the World Cup that include nachos and pizza. Sounds good and sounds delicious. Finally, interesting enough, McMullen's Irish Pub, which is a really cool place for people to watch all kinds of international soccer. They're going to have some World Cup games, of course. 4650 West Tropicana Avenue. One of the things that McMullen's Irish Pub is known for in town is their fish and chips. Supposedly, they are some of the best fish and chips in town. So McMullen's Irish Pub, go over, watch a World Cup game, 4650 West Tropicana Avenue. And finally, the Caesars Sportsbook, as far as stuff near the Strip, and then we got one more after this one. Caesars Palace, Caesars Sportsbook, going to have every minute of soccer, June 11th through July 19th. No surprise there, obviously. One of the most interesting center Las Vegas Strip places to watch. And then finally, Circa, of course, like everything else, they do the sporting events big downtown on the Fremont Street Experience. Going to have both at the Circa Sportsbook and the Stadium Swim. You'll have to book different sessions on different days for whatever matches you want to watch. But the Circa downtown Las Vegas on the Fremont Street will have you covered for every minute of World Cup action. Now let's repeat those. Cabo Wabo Cantina, Planet Hollywood Resort and Casino, the Coverall Lounge at Arizona Charlie's Decatur, of course, the Westgate Sportsbook. It's going to have food and drink specials, pizza and nachos. The Las Vegas Review Fantasy, the female review, giving a free gift after the show at their merchandise counter to anyone who wears an international team soccer jersey. McMullen's Irish Pub, again, 4650 West Tropicana Avenue. Try the fish and chips. Caesars Sportsbook, of course, always going to have every moment of action. And then finally, the Circus Sportsbook and Stadium Swim downtown on the Fremont Street Experience. Book your sessions for your favorite countries that you're looking to root for. It's going to be a really interesting World Cup. Now, here's my final analysis on this aside from the World Cup itself. It'll be very interesting to see how this event does compared to something like March Madness and the NCAA tournament. We know every March and spring, people, fans of college basketball and basketball in general, they go up and down. They crowd the Strip during the spring break week and during the St. Patrick's Day week and after that to watch their favorite teams compete in the NCAA tournament. And then also, of course, you got big weekends, of course, like the Super Bowl as well, for example. It'll be very interesting to see the following. How will the World Cup do? I think that soccer is a growing sport in the United States of America. There's no denying that. People love Ronaldo, they love Messi, they love all these great soccer players. I gotta say, as a side note, again, not an endorsement, but both Max and Netflix have some really good soccer documentaries going on right now and stuff. So if you're really into the sport of soccer, you may want to consider watching those as well as a side note. But here in Las Vegas, there'll be nowhere better to watch, soccer during the World Cup. There'll be nowhere better to watch all these different great matches, whether you're a fan of the United States, whether you're a fan of Mexico, whether you're a fan of the big dogs like Brazil, of course. There will be no better place if you're not at the World Cup games themselves. And we know that the tickets are not cheap. We know the tickets are not cheap to a World Cup. So here's my response to you. Book a ticket for a weekend or a weekday or a couple of days because they run all the way through. Get it to a Las Vegas resort and come watch the World Cup in Las Vegas because there'll be no better place to watch the biggest sporting event in the world take place than in Las Vegas itself, here in the entertainment capital of the world. I'm Rich Yannick for C1 Interview. Thank you so much for joining us as always. We greatly appreciate it. Now, if you're a football fan and you're interested in looking back, check out our recent video with sports journalist Maurice Moan as we talk about the Las Vegas Raiders NFL football team and how they did in the NFL draft. The video will be popping up in a couple of seconds. I'm Chris Yannick for C1 Interview. Thank you so much for joining us, and I will see you in the next one. Have a wonderful one, and enjoy the rest of your week. Take care.